How do you know which one you're live on?
What?
Like, you just go ahead and you just go whoop. Like, how do you know that's us, not some? Oh, I see. Yeah, but you're right. It's a good question. Wouldn't it kind of weird? When do you want live on Chatterbait in the morning show? No, not really. I don't think the people in Chatterbait would appreciate it very much, but maybe some might like it. But I still don't know why this. I mean, some of the catalogs that were sent to me are pretty interesting, but I don't think all of them are really worth the paper they're printed on. Ouch. No, I mean, really. Okay, guys, good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Of course, it is that day of the week we call Friday. And of course, for Friday, it means that we have to deal with the normal Friday pomp and circumstance of fixing problems. Is this the end of YouTube? Well, that sounds interesting. Unfortunately enough, the YouTube it's kind of weird. What is practice that somebody's saying is just the end of YouTube? Is it really the end of YouTube, or is YouTube just going to be around for a long time? I think YouTube will be around for a while longer because they've got a lot invested in it. I don't think it's going to go away. However, as we pointed out with the troll festivals that are going on, the people do seriously kind of wonder if there's a reason why YouTube is doing this right now. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but so you think that YouTube is definitely well, my personal experience is that I think that the internet. How you doing, Krista? Good morning. I'm doing fine. It's bill day. We're trying to get everything straightened out. We got the rents all written. All the bills are paid. Online payments have been taken care of. Rest of the cat's in here, walking all over my stuff again. It's just it's Friday morning and it's worst. Oh, I'm not at its worst, but okay, it's Friday morning, but it's not really at its worst. Maybe not. Share to someone named Renegade. Trolling. You're gonna send a link to trolling too? Yeah. And I'm trying to send out to as many people as I can because not everybody knows I'm live. Andrew and Tiger Kitty already know I'm live. I'll send out there anyway. Pub and Grill, General Trainman Ads Channel. Send out to the Pete. Okay. So what's wrong? Nothing. It's just every morning routine, getting bills paid. Just getting everything done for the weekdays. It's the second of the month. We got paid today. We have to pay all the bills. And so what's wrong is basically nothing. It's just a bunch of pop and circumstances bullshit that always comes up every day in the morning. So there's really nothing wrong. No, it's just in the morning show, in the morning details, so beginning of the month, paying all the bills and stuff like that. Yeah. The my channel should be reopened again on Sunday. I don't plan to do a Sunday show. I don't usually do Sunday show anyway, so don't expect anything for Sunday. Do you believe in... No. I don't think so. But wait. Let's get the links up. Let's get the donate links up. Let's get those tabs up. Let's get that started before I forget. So I never heard of a song called Friday Morning Coming Down, have you? That would be kind of interesting. Friday morning coming down. When you listen to the song, it sounds like the singer's talking about is coming down from it in the case of alcoholism or from a drunken state. The beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. Oh, no, seriously. Poor Michele. Oh, boy. Yeah. Well, there's something in the Sunday makes a body feel. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So basically, like I said, I could just see someone, Chris Christopherson, coming out with a very short song called Sunday Morning Coming Down, change it to Friday Morning Coming Down. Or how about a Monday morning going up? That might be a little more exciting. Do I believe in ETs? I believe there are ET civilizations are very likely, given the Drake equation implies out of the huge number of stars, solar system, galaxies, and of course now observed planets, that there should be a very large number of potential equations of alien life. So yeah, I think there very well could be ETs. How many ETs? I don't know. I swear, watching a YouTube channel, I swear to God, yeah, we got aliens in it. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to close the Discord and GoGo page right now so I don't get the bloop, 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 bloops, bloops, bloops. Yeah. So, no, I do believe there is ETs because, like I said, the Drake equation indicates that it is very possible that there indeed is more than a fairly large number of potential intelligent life forms out there. How their intelligence is compared to ours, I can't say. However, the reason why I don't think we've really met them yet, besides the great interstellar distances, which certainly is a valid reason, indeed is also because of the fact that I believe we are in a sheltered bubble. I don't think most people here on Earth realize this, but the Divine Mother and Father God, in order to protect us from our own stupidity, have put us into a playpen, if you will, that the Earth cannot leave the playpen until we have mastered the ability to bend space-time. In that case, that makes sense for another reason, which is due to the high amount of work it needs to travel in interstellar space. We need the ability to bend space-time to make the most productive, practical way of getting to see our relatives on other planets. So yeah, how you doing, Gianni? Now, Gianni, by the way, I'm sorry. You thought I was getting mad at you. I was just pointing out the link. Sorry, was a little late. I had to take care of getting the bills prepared for today. The rent, the electric, the phone bills, the utility bills, and so that's what we did. We got all the bills ready, and we are set for the day. We are set for the day. Our rent is ready. Our rent is ready to pay. 100%. 100%. Ready to pay rent today. Yeah, I gotta get some more tobacco too. They'll get that like Tuesday, or we could get. It says this morning. It says I gotta take care of things. He said at the pharmacy. I gotta get prescriptions. I gotta get medications. I gotta get. Like, yeah. He said I hate having to call Instacart because it's so expensive. And I said to him, well, you remember they're charging you by the mile, right? Because with Instacart, they're coming all the way from Torrington with your grocery order. And it's not like it was just going down the street just to grab you a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread. From Cumberland Farms or something. I'm doing fine, Glitch. Yeah, I met zombies. But if you mean the other kind of zombies, the Forsaken, I don't know. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. How you doing, Glitch? Yeah, hi, Glitch. How you doing? I mean, it's not impossible. Yeah. We have the panel open, guys. But where's the rest of our regular people this morning? Taking care of business. Taking care of their own bills. If it was, it's not going to be on this channel. Well, no, it could be on this channel, but it's not going to be on Michelle's channel. Yeah. Unfortunately. I think it would probably be best to put that on Twitch because people know where the Twitch channel is. So, it might be on Twitch. Yeah. What are you doing? I'm trying to figure out the best sweet spot angle so we can still read the questions without actually having to everybody to see her skull. Sleeping off a bender. Okay. No, I'm fully awake. No, I just like I said, the morning show is like it's bill day, so we had to get up around the normal time, get online, pay all the paperwork, all the bills. Oh man, whoa! Oh, I don't hear anybody. Yeah. No, I'm not on any kind of a bender. I was just trying to just get my morning show going with the. The reason I don't want the music on here is because I have chosen that I don't want to deliberately push YouTube's buttons. And second of all, Twitch seems to be a little more forgiving about it. We just go ahead and set the stream to music, and then they'll just automatically will deliberately delete our streams for us afterwards. So we don't have to deal with the copyright bullshit with Twitch. Why do you keep asking me all these questions? They're asking me. Oh. Still a good question though. Why are you asking me all these questions? No, that is up. So, take care of all the bills, take care of all the issues. Dog, is there any reason why you're bringing up all these questions? Why are you asking me all these questions? What's the point of asking all these questions? Yeah, Twitch can be unpleasant. But on the other hand, Twitch doesn't blank out my stream in part when you play music that's copyrighted either. Well, that's not entirely true. I mean, not in the live show, but in the replays they do. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, right now, gotta understand that Michelle is trying to get her show back online, back into doing the things that she used to do. Let's see if we can put this camera down over here. I need to pull the set to step. Looks good, Michelle. Alright, there we go. The poles look crooked. Alright. Straighten it out to the pole straight. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Kind of a framing tool. Yeah. Writing a story about you. Alright, let me ask you a question. What exactly is it about Twitch that you find so unpleasant? I mean, it's a platform that we've used for a long time. It helps us to get out there and achieve what we need to do. It helps us to produce content. It's not necessarily a bad platform. It's not YouTube. But it's, at least I can say with Twitch, is that I've only gotten one strike on my whole career in Twitch. Whereas right now on YouTube, my YouTube career, I probably had a equivalent of 5 strikes and over the years, and weird emoji that have no relevance. What does emoji have to do with it? That's a strange question. What does emoji have to do with it? Okay, easy to get banned there. Okay, I will give you that. But the thing is, YouTube isn't exactly the perfect platform either. What about Chatterbait? Chatterbait? Unfortunately, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act is very strongly enforced on Chatterbait Loom. Oh, okay. No music on Chatterbait. No music on Chatterbait. You can't rewind. Okay, that is true. You cannot rewind. That is true. Yeah, you can't rewind. That's true. I never really used rewind much. Well, let's put it this way. If we did it on Chatterbait, it's got the equivalent to Super Chat. You know it's true. Yeah, it does, right? Hey, wanna send me some tokens? Okay, here. How many tokens do you want for this to see my boobs? We should have the privilege of doing that as long as you're 18 plus. Yeah, okay, I get it. But I don't think all the YouTubers are gonna go over to Charity. not for a karaoke show. Probably not. All right, Gianni wants to come on. Let's get him on here. Okay, all right. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, Michele, how's it going?
Yeah.
You hear me?
How you doing? Yeah, I hear you. How you doing?
All right. I'm doing all right. Hey, I wasn't getting mad at you. I'm just at work. But I really do think that if you like followed the instructions that it said on, that's just from his about page. If you did that and sent it into him,
All right. I saw the
I mean, I
page
think
real
it would,
fast. I will send him a link
but
to
if
the
you get,
morning show so he can kind of see what the morning shows are like because, as you know,
no,
the morning shows have become of our mainstay.
Michelle, Michelle,
Go
it,
ahead.
it's explicit instructions on what videos he wants.
Okay.
So you can make a judgment on whether to pursue it. It's not a morning show. It says it right on the description. I can't read it right now, but like an introduction to yourself, where you talk in front of a camera for like 10, 15 minutes and give them an idea of what you're all about.
Okay. All right. So he
Which I
wants a
mean, I
simple
don't think that's
instruction
hard for you to
about.
do.
He wants to know specifically more about what this channel covers.
No, he doesn't give a shit about your channel. It's about you with a person. He does documentaries on
Right.
people, and obviously, if you were to speak with him even more, it would come out that you have a channel.
All right. I will post. I will work on it this afternoon and try to get something out to him tonight or by this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, you should do it so you don't lose steam and don't do it. But if you get any response back, I mean, I'll definitely help you out with but you have to make the first step on your own.
Okay.
I've
Well,
seen
you're the
too
one who
many people
recommended it,
make your
so
first step.
let me look at the details on this channel, see what he covers. So right now, what we're
I mean,
talking about, as you probably heard before he came on, is they wanted to do a karaoke show. Lumi doesn't want it on this channel, and I can't do it on my show until Sunday. I don't do a show on Sunday, so I said, why don't we do it on Twitch? And Wigto was like, we don't really like to do it on Twitch because Twitch is, like she
it
says,
sucks.
is limited. Um, Sending any catalogs today. Sierra, stop sending me the damn books, okay? Because now I gotta go and contact all those companies and tell them to take me off the damn mailing lists. You haven't sent me any electronic catalogs for any of the companies I mentioned. Allied Electronics, Jameco, Newark Electronics, DigiKey. I haven't got anything from them yet. I got other catalogs, some of them which I do like, some of them I think are just over the top. The National Geographic Explorer really would like you to have them take me off their mailing list. I don't want their stuff. I really don't. They're sending me big giant encyclopedias kind of thing, and I don't really want that. Okay? It would be fine if it was like one catalog. They sent me 4
On
in less than a week. No, I'm not gonna roundhouse anybody. I'm just saying this is, trying to get everything organized. So, since no one seems to want to contact Allied Electronics, Newark, DigiKey, or Jameco, or JDR Microdevices, maybe we should do that this afternoon. Try to reach out to those companies and get catalogs sent to your door. Yeah. I mean, Allied is this big. It's like the Newark Electronics is this big, huge, fat book which has all the kind of components and parts you need for part sourcing from big willing electronic devices. And but no, the Newark Electronic catalog is not free because of its sheer size. It's huge. It's like $30 or something like that.
Michelle, I thought today was going to be a show about fonts.
Fonts?
I thought we were fonts.
Well, that Discord is planning to release the option of using fonts in their own of their own creation on their own website.
Well, I mean, the problem with everyone having their own font is everyone would have to download the font.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why they don't do it.
And not only
that makes sense. I mean,
but what happens if you happen to be using a program that can't use that font for some reason? I can't think of many browsers that can't, but it also means it's going to take longer to load the pages.
I mean, we got to keep in mind that Discord's around the world, and things are very different in other countries and operating systems outside the United States.
And if you are using Discord in some of the third world countries, you may not have the kind of speed to download, large documents of fonts. In like 2-type fonts or whatever, and then or type ones, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be stuck waiting for a while to download. Or let's say you're using a feature phone that doesn't have the kind of browser that can use embedded fonts. Then, see, this is one reason I think that some people keep forgetting that. We keep thinking like it's all like the first world, and it's not.
But Michelle, what is your favorite font?
Black Chancery.
Did you ask?
I like Black Chancery.
Look that up. I don't know that offhand. Black Chancery.
Black Chancery.
All right.
It's a fun for the Mac.
Oh, that's why I don't know it. Yeah. But I be standing up.
Well, basically, it's a type of a calligraphy type font. It's kind of like a combination between calligraphy and script, and it's Apple has their own Chancery font too, which is something that's native to the Mac. Black Chancery is a downloadable font. It can be downloaded on almost any computer.
Does Ed have a favorite font?
I don't think Ed has any favorite fonts. I think Ed's favorite thing is not necessarily a font. I don't think he really looks at characters and saying, oh, I like this character set, I don't like this character set. I don't think it has really got into that.
He's not that literate, is he? I mean, I know he can read, but I've heard him,
He reads,
and it's a little
but I don't
stunted. I
think he
mean,
really thinks of the font that like I said, maybe some fonts may be easier for him to read than other fonts.
but Michelle, you being visually impaired, there must be some fonts that are a lot easier to read when you're
Yeah,
looking at
I
a
like
computer, right?
fonts that are a little bit larger. You know, the what they call ligatures are more noticeable, where I can tell the
Mm.
difference between an N and M. I like spacing to be wide enough that I can see clearly if it's an M or an N. Some of the fonts they put the things so close together, an M and an N for me can be look almost the same.
Now, how long have you been using Macs?
Um, how long have I been using Macs? Since about 19. Oh my god. I got my first Mac, which I didn't actually get hooked up until about 1998.
Now, what was the Mac OS standard font in 1998?
Usually Cocoa and Carbon. Carbon is a font as well. This is the New York font that they use. That's native to the operating system. They usually use the Carbon font. It's the same font they pretty much use now, unless you change your fonts to something other than the standard.
Now, I
Yeah,
know on Windows, I think like the 80s, 90s, it was an Arial,
Arial.
some
Yeah,
version of that Arial font.
yeah, it was
But I
Arial, and
think
also I
now,
believe sans serif was also used too.
yes, but I think MS Sans Serif is like a proprietary, it's just a little different version of the font that Microsoft uses. But you're right, that is their standard now.
On a typewriter, I prefer Courier and Helvetica, which is I know there's something called Times New Roman, and there's a few others, but I actually found that like the
Times New
Courier
Roman
font.
is too squished together.
Yeah,
Times New Roman is a great on top of each other. It's no good.
yeah, yeah. You're right. By Times New Roman, and then of course there's also the popular Comic Sans font. Some people like Comic Sans, some people hate Comic Sans. For what
I
it
think I
was
read it's
intended
the
for,
most
it's
hated
okay.
font.
Yeah.
It's now the most hated font. I don't know why. I
It
don't
is
hate it,
now the
but
most hated
it's
font.
definitely not professional. It's not professional though.
Right, exactly. It's not
So
professional, but the thing is, as I said, what it was for originally, it it does work fine for comic books and things like that. That's why it's called Comic Sans. Um, because it closely represents the kind of font that a cartoonist or who does the lettering and inking would use for filling in the bubbles. That's why it was created. But it's not a professional font. That don't expect you to see
yeah,
a school textbook in Comic Sans. Prepared. um, but there is definitely, like I said, there's when we have the font manager in the Mac. Well, you should show them your font manager book, your font book. You should show me your font book. You got so many
a
fonts in
book
there.
of fonts.
I'll have to do a video on that later on.
Oh man,
Yes, I have a book of fonts on a Mac. I have over 1,000 fonts on this thing. So let's see if I can find my font book. Yeah, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it today as a video. It's just take too long to go through the font book. Yeah, okay, so let's go to applications. Let's see.
all right, Michelle, I'll be right back. I gotta get some something to drink.
Yeah, here it is. Let me show you the font book for those of you who've never seen this. This, I believe, is a Mac program. Yeah, it is. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you guys some of the fonts I have in my Mac real fast. And I know you got to go back to work and delivering your mail, so you're probably not going to have time to look on the screen. So just pull this up here. Let's see. Font book. Finder. Okay, here we go. Here's some of the fonts we have on the Mac. We get computer fonts, all fonts. These are the ones it comes with. Great Vibes, Alaskan Nights. We have regular Black Chancery. That's Black Chancery right there. We have Braille. Highlight it. There we go. That's Braille. Braille slow 8 dot. That's a computer Braille font. Okay. I don't need to pop that up. We have Great Vibes font. Oops. So soon I got it. Black Chancery. These are more of the Apple fonts right here. Just scroll on by. I got over a thousand fonts in here. One I like to use one is called Alaskan Nights. I don't know. Yeah, it's still here. Yeah. This was the font that was Ballad of the Snow Team was in.
Michele.
Hold on a minute. What?
What card number was 8170?
What?
What card number was 8170?
They just sent you a net spend card.
No, I said, what was card number 8170? Which one is that?
I don't know.
Because...
8170, that's your food stamp card.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense then.
All right, hold on a minute. All right, so...
Like,
Like I said, this is just some of the fonts I have. Like I said, I can go through and do a video and print every single page of every single font. I could print a page of all the wingdings. I could print pages of everything.
well, you don't want to waste all that ink, you know?
Yeah, well, we need a printer first. Because the printer's shot. Yeah, the printer is kaput. It's done. The printer is finished. Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it, Michelle. It's like having a VCR right now. Like nobody prints stuff anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully I might one day get a new printer soon. I just showed you Alaskan Nights. That's probably the weirdest name font of all. Snow on top of the letters. I go to Staples. No. So anyway, it's kind of just a weird day. Not really sure what to do today. Because like Ed said, I gotta go get my prescriptions, he said. But I don't really want to walk outside. I'm like, well, it's gonna be warmer today in the afternoon. It's not gonna be freezing all day long. And he says to me, yeah, but remember, I don't really have a heavy jacket. And it's like,
Michelle, you know when he tells you these things, he's waiting for you to say, "Okay, Ed, I'll do it." He's just a sniveling little bitch, and don't do it, because that's what he's trying to do.
I understand that.
Trying to get you to do it.
Yeah, I understand that. I get that.
Do you think that's because, in all seriousness, that Ed, he lost something when he stopped doing his show?
Yeah.
Because I think he was doing better when he was doing his shows. Not every night, but like
I'm going to give the crown to Kristen's daughter when I see her on Tuesday. So I see her Tuesday. I'll give it to her then.
I'm talking about Ed and his show.
What do you mean edit this show? What do you mean by that?
No, Edward, when he did his show.
Uh-huh.
I feel like he was less of a pain in the ass than he is now.
Oh,
I think he should do a show. That's what I'm saying. And I know a lot of people want Ed to do his streams, independent of you and your channel.
well, I don't really
Ed needs to do
necessarily
something
want
for
to.
himself.
I don't really want to discuss Ed and his show because that's not my show. Um,
Okay, but I do think the fact that Ed doesn't have a show, it leads him to interrupt you and your show more often. So I mean, like it or not, Ed's show and your show are interconnected in some way.
they are kind of interconnected, but I'm trying to keep my show on different days and times than he is. And
Oh,
right
that's
now,
fine.
he
I'm just
doesn't
saying,
even know what he wants to do.
maybe if
If he wants to
maybe if
continue,
he does his show, he'll spend less time bothering you. You know what I mean? 'Cause I know at night he talks to you for hours about trains and nonsense, and you don't give a shit. I mean,
well,
I don't
last
give a
night we
shit.
didn't talk about trains, but we talked about some
Oh,
things
but
that were a little
that's
more.
shocking.
Last night we covered some things that were a little more personal issues that I'm not going to go on to here. But just to say is that he didn't wasn't too much worried about the trains last night. Um, but
All I'm saying is an outlet for him is good for you and for his fans. I really think it would help him. It's like therapy, and I do believe that this show for you is your therapy. And
I
Ed
think
could
it
use
would
it too.
definitely I think it would definitely benefit him when the soup kitchen finally gets open and stays open, and then he can go out there and have breakfast and meet his friends. I think that's going to be something he needs more than ever, and so do I, because we've been stuck in this house now for almost 2 years, and I'm sick and tired of sitting in this house every day. I'll be honest. Um,
It's almost 3 years, actually, Michelle.
2020 March, the soup kitchen closed right before St. Patty's
Feels
Day,
longer.
and if you ask me, that's long enough.
Hmm.
And I think
It's
it's
sad, Michelle, because many places have used the pandemic as an excuse to be lazy. And I think that's exactly what's going on with the soup kitchen. They just got used to not setting up tables and not, opening that part of the soup kitchen for in dining. They're just
but even
lazy.
community health and wellness said with me, agreed with me. They said the pandemic is over for the most part. People are opening the businesses are open, the restaurants are open. The soup kitchen should be open, and that's what they said. And I agree. They said they agree with me. They said this has been long enough. You know,
I mean, it's called open door.
right? It's called the
I mean,
open
how do
door,
they
not
live
the
with
open slut in
themselves?
the door. Soup kitchen. What are you talking about?
They'll wait till we get on.
Doing a night show, he would burn off. Well, the thing is right now he doesn't want to do a night show anymore because he feels that people are making a mockery out of him, and I can tell you, I can see his point. But the sad truth is, and Ed knows this. If it wasn't for the music, he wouldn't have a show because the last time he was on the show, it was all the music, and he was mostly typing to people and not actually like singing or engaging the audience like I do. He was just typing to the people while the music was playing in the background. And I mean, for a select group of people, that's fine. They don't mind that. But if I did that on this channel, Heaven to Murgatroyd, this channel would be a disaster. Excuse me, my channel, not yours. Wait, I keep getting this is your channel. But again, same thing. But audience, there's a few select audience members that don't mind that. But our audience would be ready to lynch Michelle if all she did was just sit there, wrapped up in the music and just typing. And tip at the audience instead of talking to them. And may I say, I don't know if I could do that anyway.
I'll agree with
because
Ed
he's so
that
wrapped
a
up in the
lot of
music.
his show was mockery, but it's not a mockery of the show. It's a mockery of just of how he lives. And if he doesn't like that, he should change how he lives.
Right.
People genuinely like him. They like hearing about him. They like hearing his opinions. I know that for a fact.
I don't know, Victor. I wish I could answer your question. Why doesn't Ed speak much on the music when he's playing the music show? I don't know. I mean, I could turn the microphone on now. It should be able to work over there. You might be able to ask him out loud, but I don't know if he'll be able to do much of any answer because I don't know if the microphone's on or not. Ed!
What?
People wanted to know when you were playing the music show why you didn't talk much.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty much done doing those shows because I've had it with the bullshit. I don't want no more of that crap. I'm just sick of it.
Yeah, I mean,
and I think it was good for you to have a show.
Nothing.
Remember,
I'm just not interested in doing it no more.
Okay, see, he can't hear you anyway. He's just got the microphone on. Like he said, he doesn't want to do the shows anymore.
Well, a lot of people don't like doing things like eating their vegetables or taking their pants off to go to the bathroom, but you have to do it.
Yeah, but the difference is you're talking about something that's essential for living versus something that is kind of more of an elective. You know, he chooses.
Well, Michele,
not to do
I
the
disagree
show.
with you because human interaction is essential for human existence.
Yes, I agree with you.
And right now, Ed does not have human interaction.
Right, I agree with you. But he's also got a valid point too. You know, is that some of the people that were on the show really made him feel pretty low, and that's the reason he doesn't want to do it anymore, is because he's been hurt a lot, and he doesn't want to deal with the trolls and the crazy games that they do.
I mean,
I can't force him to do the show. And Stan talked to him about it yesterday. That's all I'll tell you. Stan would like to see Ed do things. And
everyone would.
Everyone would, yeah. But unfortunately, what can you? I can't force him to do a show. It's really his call. Maybe someday he'll do another show. As far as what is he just listen to music and just type to his audience? I don't know the answer to that. I think deep down the music's very special to him, and he feels like it's sacrilegious to talk over it.
I mean, if he started doing a show without the live chat, without the comments, maybe he'd start to feel more comfortable doing so.
Maybe. You mean just doing a show like a video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suggested that to him too, and he's not really interested.
He needs to be interested in doing something.
Well, let's see.
It doesn't sound like he's interested in doing anything.
Hold on a minute. Let's see what, Gianni, these are questions you're asking me. You should really be asking him. Let me give him a quick 411 what we're talking about, okay? What Gianni's asking me is, he said, would you ever consider doing a video instead of a live show about, thoughts, things that you're thinking about and stuff like that?
I might do that.
I'll think about it. He said he'll think about it. So...
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to see. I don't like seeing any human being.
That's actually a great idea. That's a great idea, Wigto. I agree with you. I think that would be great if Stan, Ed, and Noodles, that'd be kind of optional, but Stan and Ed go out there, go to New York City, Maybe they could do guy stuff, maybe go to an NHL game. That's what Ed was talking to Stan about last night. Was he'd like to see an NHL hockey game or an AHL hockey game, and that's what he wants to do. I think that'd be fantastic. I think that'd be as far as the Noodles. I don't know if Ed would like hanging out with Noodles or not. Theoretically speaking, he probably would, because Noodles likes to talk a lot. Um, but I'm not Ed. I can't say what he would or would not like. Maybe Stan could give that suggestion to him and see what he says about it. Because originally Stan was going to bring me down to see Noodles in New York City. Maybe Stan CT can talk to Noodles and say, hey, maybe after me and you entertain Michelle in New York City, maybe me and you could go ahead and have Ed come out and hang out with us, go to the bar, drink a few brewskis, do guy stuff together. I think that might be fun. How you doing? How you doing, Dabs?
Yeah, but everyone
Um,
has to understand that Stan and even Noodles has a life independent of them.
right. They all have
They can't
lives.
spend their whole lives catering to Ed. I mean, Stan, I wouldn't blame him for being a little bitter because when
No, I mean just like me.
Stan helped
I
him
have.
get rehab, Ed was very difficult.
Yeah. Right. Well, again, like I said, this is something that really needs to be talked to Ed about, not me. I don't really have much more to say than that. Is that because Ed says to be nice? He said, "Please stay out of my business." I'm like, I'd like to, but they keep asking me the questions, and I can't answer them for you. So, I mean, maybe Stan CT can talk to Ed about that idea you just suggested, Gianni. I think it would be interesting. Um, and I know Ed and Stan do hang out together once in a while, and I think that might be an idea.
I mean, I'll agree with Ed that if he wants you to stay out of his business, then that's fine. That's understandable. But he cannot demand you wipe his ass and do everything for him because, in essence, he's made you his caretaker.
Right, exactly.
So,
And just like what it
so
says that
his business became your business.
I have things that I have to do too. This just like he does. There are
Or
things
things you just that you want to do. You don't even need to do it. You just want to do something. You should be able to do it and
yeah,
not worry about a 50, 60-year-old baby.
right.
It's not fair to you. Which is why I think if he did the show,
Wait till
he
you're right.
might
I try really hard to
do a
kind of
little
be
less
more.
bothering of you.
I try really hard. We try to be more socially involved. But there's just some people that just are not like that. That's just the nature of them. Just I mean, I have my hypothesis of why he's like that, but again, he wants me to stay out of his beeswax, and I'm not going to bring it up here. Um, and I respect that. And to say is that he's a very quiet person. He doesn't like to talk about his personal feelings, and I don't want to get in the middle of this because I mean, I'm sick of I'm just sick of the potential of starting trying to do something in good as a good intention and all of a sudden have it explode into a giant fireball of anger. I don't want to do that. I just want to just like I said, I got things I have to do in my life. I can't, for example, demand that people do my stuff for me. I have to take care of my own chores
Hmm.
one way or another. I mean, like I have to get my refills. I have to get my groceries. I have to take care of my bills like everybody else does. I mean, I think with this, but like I said, with the case of the soup kitchen, the mistake that they made is the fact is that it's almost like the soup kitchen had lost its original its original charter idea of being a place for people to share a meal and talk and share information. The soup kitchen was also a resource center for people to talk to the visiting nurse, to just find out about insurance programs and empower them. That was a major loss. Now you go out there and look at Winston. Where's everybody? They're gone. They're not even in the public eye anymore. Of course, it's colder now. People are staying home. And for some
Well,
people,
sadly, that is the whole adage: out of sight, out of mind.
yeah.
And I think that's part of it. I think they feel that if they don't see the people, then there's no problem. And that's sad. It's really
Well,
sad.
that's really not a very healthy way of looking at the issue, because unfortunately what's happening is it's like if you have a major infection and you don't even bother want to discuss it with the doctor, and it gets worse and worse and worse, what may have been something minor originally, if you treated it sooner, all of a sudden becomes a major life-threatening illness. For example, where you ignored the symptoms for so long. I think psychologically, the loss of the soup kitchen has resulted in a lot of people feeling like shut-ins. And I know the soup kitchen saying is, well, we provide takeout meals. Well, do you provide takeout friendships too? Where people can actually talk to each other? It's social part of it. It's not just the food. You need the social aspect. Yeah. If you're not getting the social aspect to the soup kitchen, all you're doing is basically acting as a meal sun feet. They're not gonna feel like they're loved. And trust me, some of these people, just like the song there by Linda Ron said, "When will I be loved?" When will you be loved? You used to come in the soup kitchen, at least you felt like a human being. You had a chance to talk to somebody. You may have holes in your feet or your shoes. Your pants may be running out ragged. You're barely hanging on by a thread. But at least when you came in, someone at least said good morning to you. You don't get that now, because all it is, here's your bag of lunch. You want one or two? That's it. That's all. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I need that social interaction where I feel like I'm not just a goddamn number on some clipboard somewhere. And that's what the soup kitchen had become. That's why I'm so outraged at this whole idea of the open slot in the door soup kitchen mentality. It's bad
like
enough
that,
in everyday
kitchen.
It's bad enough, Gianni, in everyday
Michele.
Society. You know what I'm talking about. You work at the postal service. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. All of a sudden,
I just want to say, it seems like the soup kitchen, it was intended to help those in need.
Exactly.
And now
they're not even doing that.
It's like it's intended to just, we can say we put meals out the door for the people. It's to make the workers feel better about themselves instead of helping. In
some ways, the soup kitchen is kind of like some of those homeless shelters that warehouse people like Cordwood. You're good up at 7 o'clock, you're out the door at 8. You come in there at 9 o'clock. That's it. In, out. Nothing else. They don't give you anything else. They don't give you anyone to talk to. You only have from 9 until 7. That's it. And people, and a lot of the homeless, especially those with disabilities, mental disabilities, are feeling like shut-ins. They're not feeling like they're getting anything out of it. Nothing. Not a single thing. It's just that. It's just they feel so isolated. And the pandemic actually brought this even more to a head when everyday people are feeling that. Then they were starting to say, I can't go out to a restaurant and have a coffee, meet my friend for breakfast. I can't because the restaurant was closed. I can't go out there to the grocery store without wearing a goddamn piece of cloth over my face. I have to do that. Or I can't go out because I refuse to take this medication or that medication. It's not good. It's destructive. It's dehumanizing. And it's hurting people. And even now in the modern day, and this is true, some people do need this to some extent, is I can get your groceries delivered to your house. With my knee injury, that's a blessing, but I still love going out. I still like going out with Krista. I still enjoy walking around the store once in a while. Maybe I can't carry as much crap as I used to, but I still like the option of going out and seeing people. To me, that's important.
Yeah, that whole Instacart thing it was intended for someone like you, Michelle, that has difficulty, mobility issues, and
Right.
doesn't have a car. But it's transformed into lazy car. Like just people don't want to get out. They don't want to do anything. They just want to stay
And
at
like I
home
said,
and play on their phone.
it's the same thing with Grubhub. It's the same thing with Uber Eats. It's the same deal. Why go out to Burger
Yep.
King, for example, and get a Whopper? I'll have it delivered to my house. Same thing with Domino's. Why do I go out and pick up the pizza? I can just go ahead and have it delivered to my door. I mean, how long before humanity is deteriorated so much that nobody even speaks the same language anymore? You think about that. That's scary. The fact is that human
I'd say
beings are
another few
social
years going
creatures
like
that
this.
depend on that interaction.
And now you go to the store, and I mean, the staff is being replaced by machines. You might
Right.
get run over at Stop and Shop by this fucking thing that's sweeping the floor.
Same thing with McDonald's. Oh, I mean, they had my one cashier, Winston McDonald's. The kiosks, Winston McDonald's, really don't get much use anymore. Then when neighbors came in, they were the bee's knees. Everybody loved them. Go, okay, I can go here, type in my order, But then after a while, and especially me and the older people, we said, I don't like this. I'd rather go ahead and give my order to a human being because at least then I feel like that 5 minute interaction is better than zero interaction.
Yeah, you have a great point. People don't
Yeah,
realize those little interactions can mean a lot.
those little
They
means
really
can
can.
mean a lot. And when someone hands you your change or your receipt, that's a human hand touching your human hand, not a mechanical actuator flipping out a piece of paper as you flip. That matters because we are human beings. We're designed by nature to interact with each other.
Hmm?
And that's the sad reality of what has already happened before the pandemic. The pandemic only magnified by 1,000.
Oh yeah. It just accelerated the downward spiral.
And people are getting lazy, Wigtoe, because they don't have to do anything anymore. One day, we're going to have a portable toilet that's going to automatically drive up to your bed and say, I would be honored to accept your waste.
You're laughing, but that's
Jesus
not too
Christ.
far from the truth.
That's not too far from now. I mean, I bet for some bedridden, they actually have it already for bedridden patients that are in bed all the time. They have a setup now where you actually sleep on a toilet. That's right. You literally sleep on a toilet, and it actually takes care of all the waste, including washing your privates for you too. Only thing that your nurse care, personal care attendant has to do is just empty the containers and fill it with fresh water, and it will take care of all the rest of it. I, I, I can't. I'm sorry, but I feel more and more. I feel more and more emotionally hungry. Emotionally hungry. Where, look, it's just like I showed on Chatterbait. I didn't even think about this on Chatterbait, but when they showed skin. But I'm gonna say this anyway. This is a good point. Everybody sees me from the neck down to my boobs. They don't see the rest of me. As far as you know, I could be like Commander Pike, sitting in one of those chairs, mobility chairs that does nothing. That keeps you alive. And all of a sudden, and it's like, I am not just a talking simulated human being, robot, android, whatever, sitting in front of a computer green screen. I'm a human being. Let me show you I'm a human being. Let me show you the whole package. as imperfect as it is. And I need that interaction with people. I need that.
Yep.
Sure, there are days when I do want to say nicely, I'm not interested in being outside right now. I don't want to talk to anybody right now. But more dollars to donuts. I will be out there. If the soup kitchen was open, I was there every day, every morning. We were open. I was there interacting with people and talking to people and communicating with people to the best of my ability. That's because I loved going to do that. Same thing when I was living in Willimantic at the Willimantic Soup Kitchen. Same thing. I was there because it was important to me to do that. Wicto says that sounds like depressing, but I can see how it would be more trustworthy, reliable than most A's. Wicto said you could be on a hover round, perched on the edge of the Grand Canyon with a green screen showing Winston apartment. Oh, I know. Or it could even be something even more depressing. You could be comatose, brain dead, and the only thing that you live in, just like poor Stephen Hawking, is within your mind. And all you can do is simulate the background while you are basically stuck with a GI tube down your nose and basically stuck with catheters and a colostomy bag hanging off your nether regions. I feel bad for Stephen Hawking. I really do. I mean, when he was alive,
He's dead,
he
Michelle.
was smart as a whip, but
All
the
right.
poor guy didn't have much interaction because of his Lou Gehrig disease. Basically, robbed him of his ability to speak and move much. Poor guy had to live inside his head. God, that gets so depressing.
Michelle, have you ever seen that movie Awakenings with Robin Williams?
No.
Well, Robin Williams played the doctor. It's based on a true story. Who works in a hospital, like a care facility for people with various
Right.
degrees of akathisia, basically comatose people.
Right.
And he decided, oh, there's a drug out there for something else. Have a good day. And he decided, let me just try it on these patients. And he
Okay.
tried the drug was L-Dopa, and most of his patients, within a month of being administered this drug, they woke up and they started having an interaction, and it was almost like a miracle. And this
Well,
guy
right
was
now,
really excited.
the people in Winston need L-Dopa. The
But
poor
this is the
town
thing,
is pretty
Michelle.
much big giant comatose
Michelle,
warehouse.
the tragedy of the movie is that all the patients eventually, for whatever reason, their bodies got used to the drug. They all regressed backwards, and they all went back to being comatose. And most of the people they found out were honestly conscientious the whole time. That everyone thought they were comatose. It's really depressing, but it's kind of like this.
Yeah. Yeah, it is two buildings down. It didn't do anything. Okay. So I think I understand the story. In some cases, the patients basically like a little flash, and then they're back to the same old.
Yeah.
Same old.
And more than likely, when they went back to being like in a vegetative state, more than likely they were conscious of what was going on.
Yeah. Well, I think the same way as the Winston Fireman's Carnival is kind of like that. It's when most of the town comes out
Just like that.
for 3 days out of the year. Maybe you might see them during the pet parade and memorial, but that's it. After that, everybody just goes back and finds their own beeswax. No one really talks to each other
Mhm.
anymore. I don't know if it's because the people don't want to talk to each other or they're more comfortable staying to themselves. But I know for a fact that if it wasn't for YouTube, I would be fucked. Absolutely. No soup kitchen, no soup, no live streams, no nothing. You might as well put a 9mm slug to Michelle's skull because that's it. She needs that interaction. Yeah. Hey Rusty, how you doing? This is another important part of my recovery. Is this guy? People forget about this cat. Realize that this cat, so I'm not really crunch your back in so hard. This guy here, the cat, is an important part of my recovery because, he's always here. He's always reminding me that I have a reason to be here. I have reason to be happy, and I believe I have a purpose. Even if it's to make sure he gets clean cat litter and 3 meals or 1 meal cat food a day and fresh water every day, and he doesn't ask for a lot. Oh yeah, occasionally get petted and brushed. It's just those say Lumi took over Michelle's lonely spirit. Now we're stuck with miserable, depressed Lumi. I'm not depressed. Michelle's not depressed. It's just anything. It's just we're just trying to bring out the point that we need to do more for the shut-ins, and a lot of the people that are medically shut-ins, or even not the medical shut-ins, the people that are basically isolated themselves. We need to find a way to reach out to them more. And that's one reason why Michelle's psychotherapist said that he's going to talk to his superiors at the Community Health and Wellness, because he agreed with Michele. The soup kitchen must be open for the social thing. It needs to be.
Michele.
What?
Here we go.
Quick question. I'll talk about it more after you get off the show.
Oh, let's turn the. Can I get. All right, what's the question then?
Okay, the AHL it's a league television. It's all just like the NHL. They show all the AHL games live.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm wondering is, am I be able to pick that up if I sign up for it, or no? It says
No.
It's streaming, right?
Right.
He's such an idiot. He's
the
such an
streaming
idiot.
service that streams the games.
So it has to go under streaming service.
Hey, Luffy.
No, actually, if you sign up for it from that website, it's going to stream it from that website to your computer or to your phone.
I want to get it on the TV.
Luffy.
I don't know how. We don't have a rooftop antenna.
No, I mean, oh.
Yeah, I get it. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it on a nightstick. You can watch it on a Roku. You can watch my cat basically turning your knobs on you. Oh, jeez. Anyway, that's a whole nother kettle of fish. Yeah, that's a whole nother kettle of fish. So let's get back to this. Which is just that you got all these people living in their homes, and a lot of them, all they see the outside world is what they see on a TV screen. I'm not sure I'm safe here. Or would you not be safe here, personally? Dabs, why did you block Wigtail? Why did you block Wigtail? What's the reason? Why would you hide Wigtail? Why would you hide Wigtail? What did she do? Wigtail, I'm giving you your wrench. I'm gonna give you, because you haven't done anything wrong to deserve this. Blocking bullshit. So I heard that friend Pete won the contest of his Winston. What's the bursting? Well, Debs did block you. I just unblocked you real quick. Well, I don't know. I mean, there really isn't a lot of Winston. There's only a population of 7,100 people. There's more interaction in Goldshire in World of Warcraft than there is in Winstead. Absolutely true. Even Silvermoon is more action than Winstead. No, Silvermoon's kind of like Winstead. That's true, though. That's why I don't like to be a mod. I'm too much of a phone user. Yeah. But how do you change that with small town America? Because it's not just Winston. I can tell you, Gianni, a lot of small town America is like that. There's not a lot of services for the people. And some people have feel like, I kind of said like they did Helen Reddy's Ruby Red Dress, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. But then some of us say, I don't want to be alone. But there's nobody around. Because everybody else
Michele,
is saying, leave me alone.
sometimes it's up to the individual to do these things for themselves.
Yeah.
Like it's great and all to say people aren't social, people aren't social. Well, if they're not social, everyone's not social. You know what I mean?
Nobody is staying on
And
my
that's
couch. Seriously. If you go to Winston, you're staying in a motel. Period. In fact, maybe me and Lemmy one day might decide to stay in a motel for fun. Maybe. That would be a nice little quick holiday. I mean, I just like I said, I need some change of scenery too. I mean, I've been here for every day. Sometimes you can get wrapped up in your own windmills of your mind. That's a song by.
I think that's the problem.
That's a song by Lawrence Welk. That's one of his songs on his record. Is the sound of windmills of your mind. Okay, get your win for you. I got Ed's win for him. Oh, it's over here. There we go. Ed's over there. If you want to go talk to him. I'm just giving the landlord this rant.
Morning, Jimmy.
What's Jimmy's favorite font?
Well, Andrew, I think, would have a little more of a valid reason to stay here, but even then, he probably would be better off just coming by for a visit for the day, and then maybe spending the night in a motel, because I really don't know if it would be the best place for Andrew either.
Use it on TVs and
So,
cable and everything.
let me turn up Mr. Cat. Let's turn up the other microphone. We don't need that on now. Anyway, so can you take the wreck off now? It's very distracting. I had that. Take the wrench off. Oh. I was gonna say. Yeah. I'll take it off. Okay. Anyway. So the giveaway was all-inclusive stay in your apartment on the couch plus planning on what you're gonna do. I don't. I mean, me and Andrew never talked about sleeping on my couch. I don't know how that would go. See, again, I didn't ask. I mean, I did ask Andrew if he wanted to come by and visit. We never talked about sleeping on my couch. We never talked about staying a night, even. So, I mean, where is Andrew anyway? Is he feeling better?
Exactly. Where is he? He doesn't come on anymore, but he wants to manage your Discord.
He said to me yesterday that he was hoping that he was going to be on the show today. Well, I don't know where he is right now. I didn't create the contest. The person that created the contest never asked me nothing. They just said, "Oh, we're creating a contest," and I was like, and all of a sudden they said they want people to sleep on my couch. I said, no, nobody's sleeping on my couch. I'm not gonna have anybody just walk in my damn door. This is not an inn, okay?
Airbnb.
This is a private home. This is not an inn. Nobody is sleeping on my couch, especially somebody I don't necessarily know. And my landlord would agree with me 1,000%. He would not endorse it either. Thanks, Timmy. I'll talk to you later. So, I never sponsored any contests. I heard from him yesterday in a text message. He said to me that he was feeling very tired and that he was hoping that he was going to be on today. But he didn't know when, if he was or not, because things keep coming up. He just left. Jimmy just left. I know he can cook. I don't. Guys, as I said, nobody told me anything about any contest.
I thought it was posted in your Discord. I remember reading it.
It wasn't posted by me in my Discord. It wasn't posted by my mods in my Discord with my consent.
Oh. I definitely read it there, though.
You may have read it there, but it was not endorsed or created by me or Lumi. Or Ed. Or Tiger Kitty.
How about Rusty? Maybe Rusty did it. I'm joking.
Jose, right now the team itself is kind of... Well, okay, I'll kind of go with you at that point. There's concern because Tiger Kitties right now is having personal issues with her health. She is one of the major cornerstones of the team. But she's got health issues she has to deal with. She can't do this and put her health at risk. Gianni is on panel. Gianni. Gianni. Well, it may have been created by you, but we have to do the best with going to give this agreement to. But I have to say, if you can sleep on my couch, and I said no. Nobody is sleeping on my couch. Nobody is sleeping in my apartment, and that's a fact. Okay?
How about Dory?
Okay.
You should do one of those throwback shows with you and Dory on the couch.
Should do one of those throwback shows. Only problem is right now, one, Dory's not here. Number two, I don't know where Dory is even. And number three is the couch is full of blankets and pillows and Ed stuff and
Oh.
you know. You're not very welcoming. You want company and people to talk to, but there's a good chance. To a point, there's a place, and this is not it. Is that I never was asked about having everybody coming over here and congregating my house. Whoever came up with this is acting like Peppermint Party with Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. We're coming over for Thanksgiving. What? I'm not, I'm sorry. I didn't plan on having people coming over for Thanksgiving. And then all of a sudden, he just, poor Chuck and Snoopy having to come up with a quick Thanksgiving to satisfy the needs of everybody. And then all of a sudden, people come over and say, "Hey, Chuck, where's the cranberry sauce? Where's all the stuff that we normally get? You invited yourself to my house. Legit. I never invited you. So how in the hell am I supposed to entertain people when I didn't even plan to entertain anybody?
I mean, it's you notice it's funny that you're talking about this right after you talk about people aren't being social anymore.
There's also a valid fear too. The fact
So there is,
is,
but it's
we don't
funny
know these
that the
people that are
conversation
supposedly going to come
is at
over the
opposite
house.
ends
We
of the
don't know
spectrum.
nothing about them. How do we know they're not going to shoot crack up in the bathroom? How do we not know that they're not basically kleptomaniacs who like to steal things? We don't know nothing about them.
You're not coming over here. No strangers are coming over here. Period.
We don't know anything about these people.
Michele,
What?
no strangers are coming over here.
I agree. Apparently, somebody decided at a contest, and somebody was supposed to come over here, and I said, "No, you're not sleeping on my couch."
No, nobody's coming over here. I got a lot of personal, valuable belongings here.
Exactly.
People over here.
Exactly. And no one, and you have to remember this, guys.
Fair.
We don't know. The point is, we don't know anybody about these people. I think this is getting to be ridiculous. It is. Do you want to say anything before we wrap it up? Because right now I'm getting a little bit perturbed up here. Just the fact is that we do have some valid points that the kitchen needs to get their act together. They need to get open again. It's a safer environment for people to congregate, and that's the truth. There's, and then don't forget, and like I said, as far as Stan, CT, and Ed, and maybe Noodles getting together, that'd be great. Okay, Wiggy wants to come on. Good morning. How you doing?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Morning, Wig.
Good morning.
So I was just explaining about what was being proposed by these people, and I said nobody is sleeping on my couch.
I heard, yes. But we'll let it digest. It was discussed. We'll come back to it. Because it could be a way of, I don't know, promotion and all that good stuff. Do you have the kalimba, the thing that Dabs had
I haven't
suggested
looked
with
in the
the,
box yet. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can.
oh,
Hold on a minute. Let me look. Hold on a minute.
that
Let's
might
see if I can
lighten the
find something in the
mood.
box of stuff that she gave me. Oh man.
Wig, so what's your favorite font?
I like the simple ones. Arial. Arial.
What?
Yeah, pretty like no fancy, no serifs or anything. No curls.
Let's
What's your
see.
favorite font?
Verdana.
Let's see. Quarters
Oh, okay. It's kind of rounded,
It's
right?
simple.
Do you got it right?
Yep. It's
Yeah, I
legible.
got it right.
That's the
Wait.
most important
Where's one?
part.
Come on, here.
You can read it.
Oh, okay. It's Paul. All right, get him on. All right, Paul. Try again. Thank you. All right, hold on a minute. I gotta get all this stuff
Oh my
done
God, it took long enough, you snow slut. How are you this morning?
here. All right. Now let's
Michelle,
see.
I got an
Bless you.
email saying I won a 3-day, 2-night stay at your apartment, and I get to sleep on your couch.
Nobody
Michelle.
is sleeping on my couch.
There's 2 winners.
When do I get to claim my prize, Michelle?
All right. So let's see. What do I got? Okay.
Do I have to share the couch with Ed? Because I refuse.
All right.
That's 4 people. That's
All
awesome.
right. Hold on.
It's
I'm
gonna be
looking.
so fun.
Is it?
I didn't even
Oh,
remember
here it
entering
is.
a contest, Michelle. How did I win a free night stay at your house?
All right. I found it. I found the box you're
contest.
talking about.
I heard a continental breakfast is included.
Made by who?
Ed.
Ed,
Like a bowl of cereal. Bowl of cereal and a burnt bagel.
the Burt
Oh.
bagels.
Yeah.
No
Spoiler.
cream cheese, just a little bit of butter.
Okay, this is
Oh
what
God,
she's
we
talking
gotta,
about.
Michelle, how long are we gonna have to look at this gay fucking background, Michelle, of these stupid fucking
right.
rooms,
Do you
Michelle?
wanna-
It's the holiday season, Michelle. Put some goddamn effort and get some holiday background. You're
Hold
I
on a
have
minute.
to
I'm
agree
looking at
with
the
that
Kalimba. I gotta
one.
get out of the box here. I haven't
background
damage the keys
sucks,
because this thing is.
Michelle. You need holiday backgrounds.
I have a
Okay,
new
this is an
background every
interesting
day.
instrument.
You should have a new background that's the point. Michelle just hits
The
How do you
least
play
favorite.
live,
this?
doesn't put any effort into the show.
Are those the keys?
Yeah,
What's
we have
this
to look at
keys?
a background made for an astrological sign.
I have no idea how you use that either, Michelle, so you're on your own.
What is that?
The kalimba.
What's that?
It's an
I don't know.
instrument.
Dab suggested it for her and ordered it from AliExpress.
Oh,
But it worked.
AliExpress is the best.
they got some pretty good deals on there.
I'm
Wish.com.
AliExpress is way better than Wish.
AliExpress, we've heard it here first, folks. Gianni recommends
I agree with
AliExpress. Oh, we got 2 out of 2. All right.
Wish
Fuck Wish.
charges the people that like procure the items an extra 10%,
Oh, so they don't even.
and you
Oh,
usually have to pay for shipping. So it is honestly more expensive than AliExpress. Same crap.
you think
Just a
Michelle
little more
could solve a,
crap.
a Rubik's Cube?
That's a good question.
I think someone
Well,
should send her a
this
Rubik's
microphone can
Cube.
also be used for.
That's a good question.
Do a
Really.
stream on a Rubik's Cube.
Oh.
And stream it till she finishes.
Well, Gianni, she already said
God.
she doesn't want to do a 24-hour stream.
I wouldn't be surprised if she got it done in like 30
Really
minutes.
quick. Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
know, you never know.
But she's the type not to get frustrated at a little
Oh
adversity.
yeah, definitely not.
And she lives with
Frustration
that
don't
adversity.
exist. What's that thing called again? The wig, Columbo?
Kalimba.
Kalimba.
Kalimba. I guess just practice it, Michelle. Maybe you can learn some simple songs.
Oh, it's an instrument. Okay.
Do you have to blow into it?
No.
Like, what do you do? Like, you hit it on the
Seriously,
desk? What is that?
Okay,
I
so
think
this
you can
bottom part, Michelle.
Hit it
I'm gonna
or
look up someone
pluck
playing
it.
A Kalimba. Like Columbo, like that guy.
I can't. Yeah.
Let's
Kalimba.
see. Oh my god, my fingers are so cold I can't type. Playing a
It looks like it needs to be plugged in, or
Limbo.
actually you have to blow into it.
Playing a kalimba. Let's see here.
It's like a metal fork, like a tuning fork, I think. Like just like
Do you
a.
think this thing has to be tuned?
Oh
Michelle?
wow. Michelle can be doing that.
That sounds nothing like
Nice.
what I've been hearing.
It's like a little bit.
It's like Secret of Mana.
Kalimba, right? Kalimba.
Yes, that's it.
Kalimba. It's like a. Oh wow. It's beautiful.
I don't know. How do you tune that thing? It looks like it's a little bit out of tune.
Yeah,
No.
it's brand new, Michelle.
China.
Brand new. You play it with your finger. You pluck it with your fingertip. It looks like you pluck it with your
I
fingernail
know.
at the. It's like a little guitar. This thing's awesome.
It's the manual music box. It pretty much is it what it is, yeah. It's just
Yeah, look at that. You can play it with your thumbs. You just hold it in your 2 hands and play it with your thumbs.
Nice.
It's really cool.
Play outside the cumbies and get some money.
Yeah. Get a little hat or something. Put like a wagon on Rusty or something for donation.
This is a ragamuffin cat.
I mean, I think they should get donations alone just by the unkempt cat, you know, just the music would add on to it. Wow, these people are really good at this thing.
pretty interesting.
It looks like
Definitely
Michelle
is
is
interesting.
playing it.
Well, that'll get lost in the wig pile, I'm sure, and all
There's
the other
also
fucking
some other things with it too.
amenities in that apartment.
Oh,
We
has a
support in
mallet.
small factories.
Ah.
Really cool instrument, though.
So
I
you
like
don't
it.
have to
Looks
play
pretty
it.
easy.
You don't have to
Yeah.
pluck it necessarily.
Well, you pluck it with your fingernail, Michelle. You hold it in your hand, in your palm, and you use your thumbs to play it.
It also has a little
That's-
hammer too. Right here.
That's for when Ed bothers you while you're playing it. You take that to his forehead.
Sounds like a
That's a good
xylophone.
idea.
Right.
Yeah, these people are
Yeah.
playing it with their thumbs. Everyone I see is playing it with their thumb, their two thumbs.
So you got a hammer also to hit like a piano, like
Yeah,
a
pretty
little,
cool.
like this.
Kalimba.
So
Never encountered one of those before, but yeah, it looks really
I
cool.
never heard of it either until
Very cool.
Gareth mentioned it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think next would be like a Rubik's Cube or maybe like a 100-piece
Yeah.
puzzle. One of those 500-piece puzzles.
Oh my god. Michelle, do you have room for a puzzle?
Clear off the train board, you know?
I think it sounded better with the fingers.
Yeah, I don't see anyone
I don't
playing it
know
with
if
the
that's hammer.
hammer. Everyone
All
seems
right,
to be
so
playing it again
thank
with
you
their
very
two
much.
thumbs.
It's definitely different. I never seen Kalimba-based cores. The 10K,
Looks pretty easy. It's
15K,
got
and
about, what, 10
17K
notes on it?
model.
15 notes? Not too bad.
Yeah, I did count it. Now I don't remember what it was.
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
Tell us if
by
you
the
were
way,
trying to learn
speaking
a
of
song,
interesting
Michelle.
hammer, for those of you who have never seen, oh my god, I forgot what this guy's name is. He has a channel on YouTube, and he does all kinds of weird stuff with pianos. Like he replaced the wooden hammers on the piano with steel hammers. So it makes a really interesting piano sound. Yeah,
Huh.
it's kind of cool.
I'll have to look that up. If you start to learn a song, let me know what song it is, and I'll try to learn on my harmonica. Like
Nice.
super basic.
Nice. Maybe a Mary Had a Little Lamb or
Exactly.
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Those are pretty
That
easy.
is the level.
Happy Birthday, maybe.
Oh,
It's always a
so-
good song to have on hand, you know.
That's a good idea.
Can
Yeah.
you show us
Happy birthday.
I didn't get any catalogs today. I got some yesterday. I'm not gonna go digging up
Still
all
early,
these
Michelle.
catalogs.
It's still early.
Now what I'm
you
gonna
know.
do is I'm gonna have to get on all these catalog companies' websites and get my name off the mailing lists because I'm getting so many. There's a few
That's
I
good.
do
Give-
like.
Give you something to do during the day.
There's a
Instead of
few
just sleep,
catalogs
you
I
know?
do like, but there's a lot of catalogs I couldn't care less about. Okay. Just and then of course here we have also in the other box here. Let's show this guys. Got your little sticker thingy rhinestone like moth butterfly. And we have some alcohol prep swabs. I don't know what those are for.
Cleaning the instrument.
Yeah,
did a
I threw a lot
bracelet.
of random
That's a
stuff
pretty
in
big
there.
bracelet. Yeah. Not exactly perfect.
That might
but
be tight. I don't know if that'll fit. If anything doesn't fit or you don't like it, maybe Krista can have it, or you can leave it
maybe
outside
you
the
use your
soup
smaller
kitchen.
wrist, Michelle, which is your left wrist.
I think. Well, is that the one you don't whack off with, Michelle? Is that why it's smaller?
It's pretty small. That's pretty small
Usually my
bracelets.
wrists
It's
are
not for a
about the
small
same
wrist.
size. I've never heard of anyone having a bigger wrist
I'd be
than the other.
concerned about
Like
this bracelet getting snapped in half.
heavy masturbator or something. Yeah.
And we have earrings. There's
Michelle,
oh man,
Yeah.
what?
that fucking
I'm
door
going
was
up to
left
bed.
unlocked again. and
Why
somebody
is that
came in
even
here and
awake?
Stole some beers because I keep watching how many are here. Now there's fucking beers. missing.
Jimmy just
Again.
came in here.
Again.
And
Jimmy
beer.
wouldn't have took them.
No, Jimmy didn't take the beer.
And Jim, but somebody did because now there's less beer.
Oh, for
Ed, get
God's
back in your
sakes.
hole.
Him and his beer. Why don't you put them in the storage? Why don't you put them in the pantry?
Fucking drink them. Fucking welcome, old man.
Well, I think the National Geographic Explorer. I feel that the company is trying to mail me something. Is trying to sell me something. That's why. Let's see. Now what else do I got? Get a little dinosaur model, a little plastic dinosaur. This is a very large hair elastics. Kids' shoelaces. 24-inch
Yeah.
long.
I thought if you needed like stuff to help with your
60
convocation, like
centimeters.
supplies.
Nice.
Oh, these are the mustaches you're talking about.
Yeah, put one on, Michelle. Put one on. Put one on. Put one on, Michelle. Put one on.
I don't
Put
think
one
they'll.
on.
No. I'm
Come on,
interested.
Michelle.
I
Put
still
one on,
kept
you
one for
pussy.
myself.
Put one on, Michelle. Come on.
I don't
Why do
like
people send you
these.
shit? Why do people send you shit if you're not going to use it? Put it on.
All right, here we go. All right.
There we go.
I didn't glue them. I just held them with my hand. Okay.
Maybe save the glue part for you can do a song with
And then
somebody
we
who has like a
have.
big bushy mustache or something.
What is
Like
this?
a YMCA or something.
What in the bloody heck is this? This looks like a like piece of abstract art, some sort.
Maybe you can cosplay as what's that cocksucker from?
It's a
Oh,
pin.
Freddie
Magnum
Mercury,
PI?
yeah. Oh no,
The Patrick. I can't
different
think of
one.
his name.
It's a pin. Kind of
Tom Selleck.
a little bit bent
Tom
up.
Selleck. There you go. You're on it. You're on it today, Wiggy. Yeah, you're on it. I love it. Tom Selleck. There you go.
The cocksucker threw me off.
So I thank you for this stuff. I appreciate that.
Do you know?
The brooch.
Yeah, of course.
I don't
so.
know. Here's the thing on the brooch. I think it's from my wrist. I think this needs another piece of material because I'm afraid my wrist is just a wee bit big for this, and this is elastic, and I don't know how long the elastic will survive if I wore this to my wrist.
Yeah, it might be uncomfortable if it's too tight.
It is a little bit small. It stretches it out a lot like this, and that's not going to be very wise because it's going to be just look kind of really weird. But I do appreciate the effort. I know some people I can give this stuff to. If you don't mind me re-gifting, I do that occasionally.
No, I don't mind at all.
I give out gift to other people that they can use it, or I think they might be able to use
The
it.
perfect time of year for that.
I think it's a lot better than throwing things out. At least they can. As far as Ed seeing people coming in and out of the door was locked last night. Yeah. How in the heck? Okay. How in the heck are people supposedly getting beer? I mean, don't you think that Michelle would hear if somebody was opening the kitchen door when she's got her headphones on and she has a microphone on?
No, not at all, Michelle. You can't hear your cell phone ringing when it's in your lap. You can't hear people yelling at you. You definitely would not hear someone coming into your apartment.
It's probably
Yeah,
right.
hearing is selective.
It's designed definitely for smaller people's wrists. I mean, my wristwatch is pretty small band on it now, but I mean, still, because I mean, I've lost a lot of inches of my wrist.
Usually women have daintier wrists.
And then, of course, this morning, let's see, do you have anything going on right now? You got like about 9 messages, text messages from Patty. Oh. Yeah, I did. I did get my anthem cards. I did get my member card. I didn't get anything else. I did get the member card. Okay.
Did you come over to collect his rent today, Michelle? Today is rent day. You have my money, Michelle. Or is that tomorrow? I don't know.
But nothing else. Okay.
I need my money.
Yeah, Jimmy came by.
Did he?
You miss him.
Else yet.
I wonder how his and Ed's conversation went about him kicking Michelle out. Never happened, huh, Ed?
So, is there a gremlin stealing beers? Any suggestion? Any supernatural creature? I don't know anything about who's taking anything because Ed didn't want the camera on in the kitchen, so we have no way of watching the kitchen because he doesn't want the camera on in the kitchen.
I think
Ed
Ed's just
probably
drinking
drank it,
Michelle and blaming someone for his alcoholism.
honestly.
Ed's
Or
probably
maybe he
just
forgot
drinking.
about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
Ed
the thing
drinking
is
beer.
like I said to Ed, I said, that's why originally we put the camera in the kitchen. And he says, I don't want the camera in the kitchen, I feel invaded.
Hmm.
Which I can certainly understand his point, but, you know, if we had the camera recording and DVR recording, we could caught if something was stealing shit. No, it's
Yeah, it's
not
just
impossible, Sierra. I mean, maybe homeless Mike or one of his homeless buddies did come in here. It's not impossible.
yeah. I think Ed just drank them and is just using that for his alcoholism. I don't think anyone came in your apartment, Michelle.
Why
That's
does he
the most
keep
likely
account? Is it just
explanation.
you two? And I don't drink. No, I don't.
Yeah, I think it's just Ed being the drunk. What it comes down to.
Soon to be blaming Rusty for it.
Right, right.
What the heck is this? Verify your email at Select Hub. What the hell is all this crap? Garbage. Don't even sign it. That's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. You're not in the contest. Classmates. Just born. YouTube, that's me. CBS, that's another contest. Do not reply. Frontier payment received. Fine, thank you. Alright, so, yeah, somebody is actually putting me on these damn mailing lists. I don't appreciate it at all. Yeah, I can show you some of them. But the problem is, I got so many damn pages of books that the pile's getting to be so heavy I can barely lift them all. So I'll just grab a selection of things I don't like too. Alright. First of all, who the hell sent me this? I don't even know what this is. I even got a couple of DVDs in the deal. Make this move to Verizon Home Internet. That's regular email. That's garbage. Nor the National Expedition. See, this is look at this. This is the way National Geographic is sending me these. They're sending them in these custom, like, big fat folders, and they weigh a lot. I mean, first of all, that's not even my name anyway. You know, that's your address. They spelled your name wrong. They spelled my name wrong. So I'm gonna call National Geographic first this morning. I'm gonna try to take care of them. This is okay. This is Ed's. This is a Stoneberry magazine. I don't know why I ended up in my pile, but anyway, something called Really Good Stuff Innovative Teacher Created Classroom Solutions. It can be kind of useful. Okay, Burpee Seeds Catalog. Alright, now we were talking about starting a garden. Now this would be good because if you can get the seeds you need to grow a garden, like this is all food seeds and sunflower seeds. So you can grow gardens and vegetables and fruits, cabbage, lettuces, corn. Maybe even can grow wheat. I don't know, wheat.
Grow pizza.
Going down. There's some food stuff here too. Watermelons, seedless watermelons. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you grow crustless pizza?
So as I said, there's just a huge pile of these magazines, and they keep coming up and they keep adding more. Miles Kimball, A Joyous Christmas Season catalog. That with Piper's Club, Piper's Choice. Walter Drake, Great Christmas catalog. APPL, Appleseed magazine. This is like another Christmas catalog. And then I got another one over here. Comforts catalog. And I got Piper's catalog. And then I got, like I said, they keep adding me more and more and more of these things on the mailing list. So I think the first thing I'm going to do tomorrow or today is I'm going to call up National Geographic first and get them off my mailing list because this is getting to be ridiculous. I mean, who's paying for all this packaging material? I mean, my God, that's like I don't understand why they're sending me this. So National Geographic Expedition. National Geographic Expedition.
Michelle, are you ready for karaoke tonight?
I don't know where it's gonna be. I don't know where it's gonna be either. It's not gonna be on my channel.
And Michelle, yeah, you don't have your channel yet. You have to wait till tomorrow.
Hey, what are you burning for breakfast?
Nothing. That's just the burn.
Well, you're cooking something. All right.
Michelle, are you going to work on making that video after the show? Send to that channel that has 500,000 subscribers.
What video?
Oh, see what I can do.
I sent Michelle a link in an about page of the YouTuber Soft White Underbelly.
Oh, I know exactly who that is. Yep. All right.
Right. Don't you think Michelle would be?
I know we don't have a really good recycling.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
We don't have a good recycling program.
Kinda. I don't know if her peak would interest some of the people that
who cares if you got National Geographic? Look through and look at pictures.
She's definitely interviewed
pictures.
I mean, she's no worker, but yeah, her and Ed would be good.
The pictures are nice, but the thing is
yeah,
100%, Gianni. Yeah.
It's just
document the apartment.
It's just so much stuff to go through. And why would some people? Okay, get over here, got it. Get the fat pack of books again. Okay, the burpee seed guy looks good. Then the tools today. I like some of the DNC stuff that they're using digital. Why is the National Geographic, for example, going with a male name, but the rest of the catalogs all got female names? I don't know. I don't get any of this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, either.
On and on and on and on and on and on. Just, hey, really. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Well, use some of those that you don't want for fire. Unfortunately, some of the stuff will really be very toxic to burn. We don't have a fireplace. Whatever case you get. Okay, well, here's the concern.
Arts and crafts.
Okay, here's the concern. Am I going to get a bill in the mail for catalogs I didn't actually order?
They don't usually tend to charge for catalogs, Michelle.
They want you to have the catalogs so you buy stuff.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm explaining advertising.
Absolutely, Parsley. I don't really like to go. I don't have a proper magazine storage facility here.
Michelle, just start making a stack of them and see how long it takes you to make one up to the ceiling. See how just start stacking them up in a corner somewhere.
Well, maybe you can make a bed for Ed.
Yeah, make a bed for Ed.
Yeah, I could go to the soup kitchen and hand them out, but right now there's no soup kitchen open yet.
So you watch, you're gonna end up.
What?
You watch, you're gonna end up getting a bill for some of that shit. You watch.
I don't even know how they can bill me. I never ordered any of this.
They did that to me. I didn't sign up for no magazines.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Somebody signed it up for a magazine subscription he didn't even order from.
Well, they don't send it out unless it's paid for. So I mean, unless someone pays for it, they're not just gonna send it out to you, Michelle. So it's already been paid for.
Come on.
Okay, scanning that one's coming on the panel. Hold on, man.
All right.
Bring on Skynet.
Get him up here.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Michelle.
Yeah.
What's Skynet?
Yeah.
Hey, Gianni. I just gotta say though, I was watching the news last night, and they were talking about a serial killer that works for the post office. They think that's been sending a bunch of magazines.
What?
Yeah. So watch out, Michelle. There might be a serial killer on the loose sending magazines.
How
Michelle, you
does
said someone was in
magazines
your
got to do
apartment
with a
last night stealing beer.
serial killer?
Yup. See, what he does is he sends you a bunch of magazines to the point where your house is overran with magazines and you're disheveled.
Right, Craig,
And
that
then,
makes sense. Craig
then
says,
he lights your
Michelle,
house
no,
on
unless you
fire.
sign up for something, you're not responsible for it. If you go to a doctor, it makes you sign a paper saying you pay for expenses. Well, in this case, I didn't actually sign up for these magazines. But some of these magazines are being shipped with tracking numbers. This here is an example of what I'm talking about. Person is actually shipping these with tracking numbers from National Geographic. Why are they doing that? It's like UPS SurePost.
They want to make sure it gets to you.
That's a UPS thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird. It looks like this might actually be repackaged from another source. There's a sticker on top of a sticker. Oh, let's see what
Michelle, it's Skynet. Can you hear me?
Ah, you're right, Loom.
Michelle, can you hear me?
There's another address behind it.
Michelle, are you there? Loomy?
Snap out of it, Loomy. Snap
Loomy.
out of it.
Michelle, anyone
What?
there? Ed, anybody there? Hello?
Over here.
Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Why do you keep asking me that?
There we go.
Because you don't answer.
Because maybe I'm trying to do something at the same time.
We'll do it off stream, Michelle. You're on a
You're
stream
doing
right now.
shit.
Yeah, it looks like you're just
putting
trying to
magazines.
open
Okay.
Your
the
fucking
magazine.
You're on a
catalogs of
stream.
pies.
These
know,
come
Michelle.
from the original person these were mailed to was from. Oh, that's the address of the company.
It's yours,
National
Michelle. No
Geographic
one's
Expedition
forwarding
in
catalogs to your apartment.
New York.
Michelle, we know those are all gay penthouses. Come on. Hey, can you hear me, Michelle? I got something to say.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. When can we see you in the wig? It's been 3 or 4 days since I've seen you in the wig.
I still
I'm having
have
wig
to.
withdrawals.
Lumi still wants to style the damn hair. She still doesn't have a wig head to set it on so she can style
Well,
the
why don't you
hairpiece.
use Ed? Just put it on Ed and style it, Michelle. I mean, you don't need a wig head.
That's a perfect
You
idea.
have Ed. He just sits there. He's a perfect model. Put it on Ed and style it.
Does it have to be styled though, really, Michelle? I mean, can't you just like put it on for us without it needing a style? I mean, it looked like it already had a style. Long hair, straight.
So I gotta brush this hair. I know. And also,
most people like straight out of bed look anyway.
pick would,
Yeah.
What we're used to.
pick would work fine for this. Also, the hair seems like it's slightly different length than
Michelle,
one
don't
side.
run a pickle through it.
Yeah, you're gonna ruin it.
Hold on. Let's get this goddamn thing on.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go to work. Bye,
Take
guys.
care, buddy.
Ah!
Let's get it on.
Stupid goddamn. Alright, there we go. Didn't even get a chance to braid it or style it or anything. It's starting up already.
And that would go well anyway. So
Look, it was like
this
the
is
girl
probably
there
the
for
best
that
bet,
EBT
yeah.
staff channel.
Maybe
Oh.
put it.
Ow! Yeah, well, that makes sense. Okay, fine. Here, okay, it's on. Yeah, I know it does. It just that, like, I don't blame Michelle for getting cross about everything else right now.
All right,
Okay.
well, she needs to get laid. Ed needs to let Michelle masturbate. That's why, Michelle, Ed needs to let you whack off. That's why you're so cross.
Okay.
You need to bust a nut.
That's probably true.
100%.
All right, so karaoke. Let's just start with that. if we do, it's good. If we're doing it on Twitch. Yeah. Okay. Just because it's easier that way to do it on Twitch. Okay.
No one's gonna watch. No one will be there. You'll have like 2 viewers. Why not do it on YouTube? No one's gonna watch it on Twitch.
Thanks. I'm glad you like it.
I mean, if you do get
so it was actually the color my hair was when I was
YouTube. Your channel's coming back tomorrow.
When I was very young, my last life. Same color.
Insignificant.
All right. So, okay. Says what?
Yeah, put it on the counter.
Karopi besides Happy Chemist Frog Pal.
Yeah.
No, wait. No. That Karoki. They want to know if we're doing a Karoki show tonight, and I said we're not doing it on my channel. Michelle can't do it on her channel until Friday, until
Why
Saturday.
Why aren't you doing it on yours,
or
Lumi?
Sunday? So Michelle said, "Fine, let's do the Karoki on my Twitch channel since they seem to be a little more understanding about it, and that channel doesn't have any bans or blocks." Okay. And that's what Michelle.
It doesn't have any fans either.
It doesn't have any viewers though either, Michelle. No one's going to be watching it. No one's going to watch on Twitch.
People have been watching stuff on Twitch. Yes, they have.
No one watches your Twitch, Michelle. I mean, none of the YouTube.
They only have possibilities having a chatterbait, but guess what? We can't.
Why not just do it here on Lumi's channel?
Because I don't want it on my channel.
Why?
Because it's my channel. I said no.
Well, there's no. Well, that's not a reason. That's just you being a tyrant, Lumi. Do it on Welcome to My World channel, then.
I got a bill for Denise for $845. A special blood test. We never signed up for it. It wasn't authorized, and I call the attorney, and he says you don't have to pay. And that's it, and he will call. Okay. Because Ed said about the magazines that they said subscribed to and he never got. We actually asked the same question. Now they're trying to do a ding on his credit report because he said he failed to pay for the magazine. He said he ordered, which he never ordered. So
his credit report's already been dinged. I don't feel like this will have an effect on it. Ed already has a very low credit score to begin with, next to none. So I don't really feel it will affect his credit, Michelle.
Please do
as a human being,
YouTube.
he has
I don't
no
have
credit.
Twitch. I don't have to die. And
I don't even know if he's a human being.
It's up to Lumi to decide, because I can't do it on any of my channels until the ban is over.
You can just hit go live, Michelle. Lumi can't stop you. I mean,
except this is my channel, and so yes, I can.
You're a voice, Lumi. You can't do anything physical. You're a kindred soul.
No, I can Michelle. I can nag Michelle to death, and she knows it.
No, we can. Michelle can kick you out then, Lumi. You and Ed can.
No, Michelle can't kick me out. We're a couple. We're married to each other. Michelle and I used to work together, and I said I don't want it on my channel.
Hit her head really hard and get you out of there.
Excuse me. I said I don't want it on my channel. That's what I said.
Are you jealous, Lumi?
No, I just don't want to deal. I just don't want to deal with the YouTube bullshit. Okay.
You don't like to see Michelle have fun. You get a little jealous when Michelle has fun. Is that what it is, Lumi?
Are you the one that's keeping Ed from streaming, Lumi?
That's not cool, Lumi.
No, I'm just.
I think it's a jealousy thing, Michelle.
It's not jealousy. I'm not jealous.
Lumi's a bit jealous.
I'm helping out Michelle because she's in a bit of a pickle because of her own stupid transgressions that she did. Michelle, okay, that was her fault. She acknowledged that. So I basically, I was hoping that by tomorrow that the strike would be over and she'd be able to get back on her channel. But obviously, she said to me, "Well, Friday night they wanted to do this, and then tomorrow they wanted to do something with." Squinting to the oldies, and I'm like, I don't want that crap on this channel. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want
Why,
to.
Lumi? You don't have to deal with anything. Michelle does all the work. You just sit there. You don't. What are you dealing with? You're not dealing with anything. You're just
Are you
sitting
the
there.
reading killer?
Michelle's you know.
I mean, I like you all, Lumi, but you're just a passenger.
Yeah, Lumi. Michelle runs the show. She's the body, the vessel.
It's her body. And she has to deal with all the bullshit. Like her broken knee. You didn't break a knee. You do shit.
I mean, another way we could have the stream potentially, but then I might get stricken from that as chatterbait.
Michelle, you haven't
That
got
would be
stricken.
really,
You've never been
really
stricken for
bad
karaoke.
idea, Michelle. Don't do it on chatterbait. First of all, number one is your chatterbait audience would be ready to lynch you.
Yeah, no one wants
having you singing on camera on top on chatterbait.
Lumi, just put your jealousy aside and let Michelle do what she's gonna do. You know, put your jealousy aside. And
Michelle is using my channel with my permission, and I said that's fine.
It's
but
not though, Lumi. It's Michelle. Michelle's the one who hits public live.
I mean, Michelle set up your channel, Lumi. You didn't set it up.
I was gonna say, Lumi.
On this channel.
Yeah, why don't you help Michelle out? Because Michelle does a lot. She pays for everything. She earns everything. This is a chance for her to earn. So just let her do it on your channel.
You don't even have to poop.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say, so trying to avoid a problem with YouTube right now. You don't need to get this channel basically.
Michelle, you didn't have a problem with karaoke. You had a problem with going on That Life and showing nudity. There's no nudity involved in karaoke. You did it on your channel. You did it on your channel. You had no problem with it, and you made $100. Again, it sounds like Lumi is jealous, Michelle. Lumi's jealous.
Except according to YouTube terms of service, if you receive a ban, you cannot stream until the ban is over on any of your channels.
That's where all the mansions are.
Oh, then you shouldn't be streaming on this one then, Michelle.
This isn't my channel! No, it's not. It's mine.
Well, maybe we should report you then, Michelle, for ban evasion, if that's the case, because you've been streaming all week on this channel. So technically,
except the difference is this is my channel, not Michelle's channel.
You can't explain that to
Paul
YouTube.
Brings up a good point.
Michelle, you've been
made an
doing
agreement with YouTube that you're not going to be on YouTube for a week because of your ban, and you went around it.
All right, you're ban evasion right now.
You violated the rules.
Lumi.
Knowingly, willingly, and deceptively.
Lumi, just like the government doesn't recognize you as a person, neither does YouTube. You can't say this is my channel and have YouTube say, oh, well, it's a different
YouTube does recognize me as a person because they recognize that I have a separate email address.
No, they don't.
And that I am not affiliated with Michelle Marie Delaney. In fact, it was YouTube that said to me, they said, Lumi and Finistra, come create your own YouTube channel. From when I was on Google Plus with Michelle.
Michelle said that, and you made one. Anyone can make a Lumi channel. I can make a Lumi channel. They won't recognize me as a person. They say, oh, that's Paul. He has a Schmeckelcat channel. It's the same person. Just like you and Michelle are the same person. YouTube will not recognize you, Lumi, as a different person. You don't have an ID. You don't have a different face. You don't have any distinguishing identity to distinguish that you're a different person.
Well, it's partially true. Same thing with identical twins, but yet you recognize they're identical twins because they have two separate birth certificates.
They have different fingerprints. They have a different DNA. You don't. You only have one.
See, you're saying is that I have no right to say no.
Correct. You have
Guess
no
what?
right.
That's totally bullshit. Yes, I do.
To YouTube, you don't.
To YouTube, you don't have the right. Yeah.
You do not have any rights.
YouTube recognizes Michelle Marie Delaney, Lumi and Fidestra. Welcome to my world is the same person. Just because there's 4 different channels, there's one person on those channels.
I only have 1 channel. Michelle has 3.
You have no channel, Lumi. They're all
Michelle
Michelle's.
Has 4 channels.
They're all Michelle's. They're not yours, Lumi. You're not a person.
Lumi only has 1 channel.
They don't identify you as a person on YouTube. You don't have a way to get money. You don't have a way to separate yourself from Michelle. You're not a person to them on YouTube. It's just Michelle. So right now, you could be getting Michelle in trouble for ban evasion because Michelle's been streaming on a different
Oh,
channel.
it's total ban
banned.
evasion.
It's not Lumi's channel. This is Michelle.
What kind of ban evasion you read about?
Guys, look, if I say no, I mean no. If I say yes, I mean
Lumi,
yes.
you have no
if me and
say.
Michelle
You're a
discuss
squatter.
it later, that's fine. If we decide to go for it and I give her permission to do it on my channel, that's fine. But she's not doing it on my channel without my agreement. That's fact. That's the way it is. But I will say one thing. These shows are good for my
You're
channel,
not
getting
doing
some
the Lumi voice.
recognition,
You have to do
which
the
has
Lumi
been
voice,
quiet
Michelle.
for weeks.
You're using your regular voice. You got to use the Lumi voice so people know that Lumi's talking. Right now, this is Michelle talking. You gotta do the Lumi voice. Got to do Lumi.
Yeah, it's a little overload this week. You've had to do Lumi voice a little.
Yeah, you're
a little
not
more
playing
than
the part
normal.
anymore. You gotta do the Lumi voice. If Michelle doesn't want me to stream on her streaming channel,
Only thing is that the people wanted me to have Michelle on my channel to sing karaoke tonight. The only thing is, as I said, is I don't like to deal with the YouTube Digital Millennium Copyright Act BS. I don't like dealing with it.
Well, you don't have to. Just market.
And Michelle has tried on her own channel to work it out, to find a way. How can we do this and not violate the DMCA? Constantly found herself basically shaking her head because she doesn't have the money to hire a legal team to find a way to work around DMCA terms and services requirements, which I understand is frustrating.
You don't need a lawyer, Michelle. People do it every single day.
I am still fun. I'm just saying this is that, and that's one thing I draw the line
Lumi's
on.
a wet blanket. Listen to Lumi. She's a cock block. She doesn't want Michelle to have a relationship. She doesn't want Michelle to have any fun.
No. I don't mind Michelle having a relationship. Let's start with that. That's a different story, okay?
Lumi,
first of all, does the person know, whoever she's going to date,
she's gonna rant
is
for a
that
minute.
Michelle has two souls? Does the person know that? If the person knows that, that's fine. We want them to know that up front, so there's no... Okay, Dory knew that up front. What happened? It didn't work out. Why didn't it work out? Because the fact of the matter was Michelle was just as devoted to me as she was devoted to Dory. And the problem was Dory felt like she was being left out. That's the reason it didn't work out. It had nothing to do with anything else.
Or an air siren. Hey, can you hear me, Michelle? Can you hear me? Hi.
What?
Take a break, Lumi. Let's try not to.
Can you hear me, Michelle or Lumi?
I can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. Well, so I heard you discussing you're not sure where you're going to be streaming, and you've got some points about Digital Millennium Copyright Act. But Paul also made the really good point, Michelle, that we didn't violate any Copyright Act. You violated a pornography rule. So as long as we just stay away
that's
from...
a pornography rule. But the thing I'm trying to point out, and Michelle also points it out, is is concerned with the DMCA because they really have been pushing hard against...
Michelle, have you read the rules? It says specifically that you are not allowed to play copyright content and make the entire show about the content. See, but if you're doing karaoke, and especially karaoke where it's like, they kind of tuned it down or the chorus is there, but the main, the main words aren't, and you're singing along. If we're all singing along to karaoke, then they can't say that you're violating Copyright Act. You're taking the work and you're recreating it and singing it. Michelle, I mean, you're starting fights for no reason. If you really want to go to Chatterbait and sing songs there, I mean, that's where we can do it.
We can't even do it on Chatterbait either. Same reason. Digital Millennium Copyright rules are strictly enforced.
You're wrong, Michelle.
All right, first of all, let me...
No, listen to me.
All right,
stop, what I gotta
guys.
Say.
Let me talk to Gloomy about it. I want to talk to Craig in private about it because I know his phone's not working for the stream. That's why he's not on the panels.
Why
I want to talk to Craig about it. I want to talk to Lumi about it. All right. we'll
Prince got
see
more
what we
important
can
things to worry
do.
about.
Why don't you talk to us about it though, Michelle? Why not talk to us?
We're gonna
about
be
it?
the ones on the panel with
Greg's
you.
not going to be
Michelle,
up there
a
singing.
song.
I mean, yeah, he's not going to come
I
on.
think
And,
Lumi does have some valid concerns. I think that we do need to address that. So why can't we address those issues? But
That's
we
what we're
already,
trying to
that's
do.
what we're
She's
trying
already-
to do,
and
and you're
she's
avoiding it.
already wait a minute, guys. She's already brought them up to you. You already know what they are. They're not going to change. Okay. Okay. So now I need to talk to
That's
Lumi
not
about
true,
it.
Michelle. That's not even true. You flip flop on everything.
Yep.
I think Michelle's scared to go on Chatterbait now because of a certain someone or a couple people shaming her. So now she's scared to go on Chatterbait.
Because British people and imaginary people said
And they're
she
not
couldn't
even
do it.
here anymore.
Michelle, what's
They're
the
not-
worst
they're
that
not
could
here
happen?
anymore
Let's
at
say
all.
that we go on Chatterbait, Michelle, and instead of you doing nudity, we just sing songs. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, you could change it
They
to
said,
Thunderbait.
I think this is more for saved streams than anything, but they say any violations of DMCA will result in your stream be totally silenced. Not partially
Michelle, there's
silenced.
people on there fucking listening to music while they have sex or they're jacking off. There's people playing video games while they're playing with their pussy or stroking their cock. There's people watching movies on there while they suck their boyfriend's cock. Michelle, there's not a big fucking
All right.
scene of
All right, so
issues
what I will do is
with
let me
enjoying
talk to
music.
Craig, let Michelle talk to Craig.
Ah.
We'll see if we can work
Yeah, I
something
need more
out.
money, Craig. I need you to send more money, Craig. Even
That's
though
not
you
a
got
money issue.
a bunch of bills, I need more money. My eye drops are coming in, Craig. Even though I can pay for them now, you still gotta buy them. That's all you talk to Craig about, Michelle's money and bitching. And we all know the name of the game, Michelle. We're here talking with you now. There's no need for you to
Well,
talk to
besides, there's other
Craig.
reasons to talk to Craig too. I want to find out how he's
No,
doing.
you don't
I want to
use
know
them.
how his wife's doing. I want to know and have Ed, say hi to Craig too.
Why don't
'cause
you
they
text
like-
him and ask him then, Michelle, on a regular basis? Why have to wait till now to ask him all these things? Why don't you text him off the stream and say, hey, how's your wife doing, Craig? You don't do it on a regular basis. Why do it today?
Michelle, I had a lot of people really hyped up about singing karaoke tonight, so I really hope you don't let us all down because we got some really good songs on the mind. We're gonna have a lot of fun, Michelle. I hope you're ready to have fun tonight.
All right. Well, first of all, okay. Please note, there's no way to do super chat on my channel because I don't have monetization yet.
See, always just thinking
Okay.
about this money. Always on the money.
Second
shit,
of all,
Michelle. Who cares
if
about
people
super
wanted
chat?
to send donations
What
for
for
super
fun?
chat, they would have to do it through Cash App or through the StreamYards, okay, or Streamlabs. That's something I already know. Michelle already knows. Then PayPal me, which we could do. That's once we have the donations above. And I just
When are you going to... Michelle,
just-
what stream do you donate to, Michelle? Do you donate to anybody's stream? When's the last
I'm
time you
saying
donated
this,
to
we
somebody's
might consider doing it.
stream? Talk
Okay.
about giving back to the community, but you never donate to anyone's streams, Michelle.
Yeah.
You talk about everyone needs to come together and be more social, but you don't want to do
I
this
swear
live
to
stream.
God, this week needs to be adjusted.
Michelle.
It does.
Michelle.
Michelle.
Tell Ed to go in his hole and cry.
Michelle.
Yeah. Oh no. What?
After you're done with your show, there's waffles I cook for breakfast, and there's some eggs and warm,
right,
warm on
all
the
right.
stove. Right? Eggs
All right.
on the
That's
stove.
nice.
I'll be out. We're almost
Put
done
some
now.
Eggos in the toast
Yeah,
in the
we're almost
oven.
done now.
Put some Eggos in the
All
oven
right.
and made some.
Now,
What a chef!
That's nice of Ed.
I got breakfast to eat, so I gotta go.
Probably
eat.
what he didn't finish. He left for Michelle. You know.
All right. So for now,
All the burn
everybody,
bits.
we now are on the same page.
We're not.
I
really.
gotta.
Craig, get your checkbook out. Michelle's calling.
Okay, so for now, I want to say thank
Checkbook
you,
out, Craig.
and yes, Michelle will be back on her channel on Monday. Actually, I
Good.
might
Maybe
post
we
a
can have
message
some
on
fun
Sunday.
over there.
Yeah.
And Michelle, work on that video. You don't have to do it all today, but honestly, I think it would be a good opportunity, and it won't cost you anything just to send this guy a video. And you can check his channel out. You can see he's serious and he doesn't make fun of people.
No,
It's like a serious, legitimately done documentaries.
Yeah, that'd be cool if you could get on there, Michelle. Really, don't sit on this. Listen to Gianni here. Like, you get on that channel, Michelle. That could really help your channel out itself. Getting on there.
Okay, guys.
I mean, Paul mentioned that family in Virginia. I couldn't even remember their names. The Whitakers.
Whitakers, yeah.
All right, so we got Ed cooked us breakfast. We got to eat it before it gets too cold.
Enjoy, Michelle. Enjoy your breakfast.
And,
I think I'm done talking with you and Lumi anyway. You guys are just fuddy-duddies right now. We'll see you tonight, though, Michelle, for karaoke on Lumi's channel. We'll see you here tonight,
Michelle,
guys.
if your channel is not Lumi's, is monetized, why don't you do it on your own channel so that people can donate if they want? The problem is I can't until Sunday, Craig, because unfortunately I showed skin on last Friday, and so YouTube gave me a 1 week ban because I showed skin from a website that was unexpected, and so
no one expected that.
No one expected that.
So I can't stream until at least Sunday or Friday, maybe, or Saturday. Sorry, Saturday.
It happens.
It's all right. It's all happens to the best of us.
Because we didn't pre-screen the website, we didn't know that there was skin on the next page when we went on it. Me and Paul, remember this? Skynet did this. We went
all
on.
All right, Michelle, no biggie.
We weren't expected that.
Water under the bridge.
Not a big deal. It already happened.
What we can do is we could have streamed on Welcome to My World, which would have been good for that too. Yeah, but there's no super chat on Welcome to My World. No. There isn't. Alright, guys. Let me and Michelle and say hi to Craig on a phone call and see what how Craig's feeling, how his wife's doing, and things like that.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, guys. So we'll talk to you later for now, okay?
All righty.
All right, panel. So stay out of trouble. We'll see you guys later. I'll just leave so you can just talk amongst yourselves. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I wish you would do that a lot, Lumi.
All right. Bye, panel. Bye, panel. I know, though. I agree. I agree. It's just we don't need to keep adding problems to problems. Besides, it totally doesn't even match the theme of this channel at all. Alright, so let's get this wrapped up. We'll see you guys later, one way or another. Yeah. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. This is like a 16-inch grinder. Hope you're hungry because you're going to be eating a lot of it. No. I don't need them. Why would I want to have to put money into
I know you don't need it. Well, because you might want big whopper.
These are the real deal, baby. These are real.
But would you wouldn't want, you've seen Rosie's. I mean, they're massive.
I know. But then again, we also see, like, other people that got those things. What happens is after you get to be a certain age, everything sags. And of course, we have the tools of trade, the fame, the calendar, the clapper. Let's call the spirits back real quick.
Gauntlet 1 versus fight.
how we take care of those pests.
Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Alright. And thank you very much for watching. Stay out of trouble, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, normal time. Yep. Okay.